length down the centre of the course, coming with an electric finish. Do it again. He's coming at Rainbow Bridge. He's a board leader and he will do it again.
A young rider who is sponsored by Winning Form and who continually catches the eye with his work ethic, with the way he rides his horses and with the feedback he gives is Serino Moodley, and we welcome him to the show. He's no stranger to our show, so a very good morning and welcome to you, Serino.
Hi, Mr. Fern. Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, let's go. You've got a fairly busy day on Sunday. So let's start off with your ride in the second race, Impartial, who's for Michael Roberts, a son of the Assayer. Lightly raced, coming about it the right way. You know this horse well. How's he doing at home and what are you expecting?
Look, he's doing pretty well back at home. And he's improved every time we've asked him. Look, his last run was encouraging. He took on winners in that race, and I felt he's done enough improvements to be competitive in this run. Obviously, with the driver's horse, he's the one to beat there. I thought, it was well fancied first time out, but this horse, he's doing very well back at home, and we can't fault him in any area.
Okay, the third race, let me just get my pages right here. The third race, number 13, is Maestro Sonador. You love riding in those colours of Barcy and Suzette Viljoen. The form line is starting to work out. There's been 3 runners for 1 winner, but the debut a little bit disappointing, or am I talking out of turn?
I think you're quite correct, Mr. Fern. We expected a lot more in debut, but unfortunately, nothing went right for him in the race. He over-raced, he got cut in two, and that's how we're starting back down the straight. We just want to see improvements from this run, and we're not expecting a lot. Look, if we can earn a place yet, we'll be very happy. Okay,
that's Maestro Sonador. Then we move along to the fourth race, where you ride horse number 10 for Michael Roberts. And this is Solid Gold, a Rock of Gibraltar, a horse that's you've had 3 starts on and recorded a win. More than capable, this horse.
Definitely, everyone knows Solid Gold. It just depends what horse arrives on race day. He's got a mind of his own. He's very difficult to work back at home. I often don't sit on him back at home because he's got one rider, and that's try and keep that rider on him. So, look, he can be competitive on his day, but he's a type of horse you just need to watch him go around to the start. And if he's relaxed and he takes everything in his stride, he can earn a place check as well.
Okay, then we move along swiftly to Irish Pearl, your ride in the 5th race. Can she improve off her debut effort?
I think so. Last time was too fast, so you just have to put a line to that then. She does turn it on quite a bit, but no, Mr. Nadi said you're just going to bring her back and see for improvements going into this run. Okay,
after Irish Pearl, you're going to be riding Winter Sun. That's in the 6th race. Horse number 4 for Michael Roberts. Michael's been a huge supporter of yours and a great part of your career, hasn't he?
Definitely. I can't thank Mr. Roberts enough for the opportunities he's been giving me. And he gives you a lot of tips when you're riding. He'll tell you should have done this and that, and it helps you in every aspect of your riding sometimes. So, look, I'm just glad to partner with Mr. Roberts because, he's done it all and I can learn a lot from him.
Winter Sun, you've had 1 ride for 1 win, so that's a brilliant statistic. What are you expecting from her on Sunday?
Look, I think she's been taken on far too strong in the last 2 starts, and a drop in class. Obviously, I think Golden Chance is the horse to beat there, but she's a type of filly I think is better suited to the 1200, and she's another filly that we're just looking to improve with last bit. She's lost her form in the last 2 or 3 outings, and we're just looking for a form return. Okay,
now an interesting runner, and Graham and I are going to be listening very attentively here because this is a filly that we quite like. Sophia Erin for Suzette and Barcy, Lazarne Forbes, and they've decided to put a pair of blinkers on. Do you know what the reasoning for that is?
No, that was actually a mistake, Mr. She's not going to have blinkers on race day.
Oh, she's not? Okay.
They're coming off, yeah.
All right, my apologies. Let me get that very straight. So the blinkers are off Sophia Erin, but not a problem. Just we'll double check that they've got the correct information on the website, but that's fine. Sophia Erin, who runs in no blinkers, what are you expecting?
Look, she's been very disappointing, I must be honest. We really expected this filly to do well in the season, and she's put up 2 disappointing runs. We've obviously gone back to the drawing board, and I think the drop into a handicap should suit this filly. She just puzzles us back at home, and she puts up the most amazing work and does not take it to races. And the way she won first amount was very impressive. But look, I think a drop to handicap, we're just looking for improvement. We're obviously going to try and ride her slightly different this time out. And look, on a day, she can run this filly. Everyone saw first time out what she did, so we were hoping that she can run in the first 2.
Okay, but not to put words in your mouth, yes, you're hoping, you're going back to the drawing board, hoping for improvement, etc. We all saw the debut performance, as you said, but if she had to bounce back to her very best and win on Sunday, you wouldn't be shocked, would you?
Not at all. I would not be shocked at all.
Okay, yeah, she's a nice filly. She's by Verse and Getrix, and she certainly made all of us take notice when you won on her on debut. So we'll keep an eye on Sophia Erin. Then you're going to ride Zagara, who's a big, lovely, solid mare by Master of My Fate for a bunch of merry owners. Last run, you got into a tussle with Chatty Cathy, and it was a case of Goliath, David and Goliath.
Definitely. When I moved up to Chatty Cathy, I thought I had a measure, but she had other ideas today. But look, we never expected the filly to run that well. We were basically using that race to bring her on. She had just had a nice break, and Mrs. Forbes told me, you're just going to give her a run whether she runs first, second, third, or last. It's just a run to bring her on. She had no work going into that race, so it was very impressive that she could have run second, with the amount of work we did back at home.
Okay, that's interesting. Interesting feedback and lovely feedback to have. That's your penultimate ride on the day. And in the last race, you're going to ride Origami for Mr. Fenwick as well. He's part of the partnership. And this horse is trying the 2-4 for the first time.
Yes, he's a nice type of horse. Trying 2-4, I don't think he'll have any issues staying the trip. We're trying to win with him. He actually needs gelding this horse. He's getting a bit heavy. So, look, I think he'll be better suited to this trip, and he's a type of horse that'll definitely be in the first 3.
Okay, lovely for Origami and the 2-4 maiden. Are you much of a soccer fan?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay, well, I won't ask you about the soccer over the weekend then. All the best to you, Serino. But where we will see you is on Sunday at Hollywood Bet Scottsville. Thanks for your feedback, and may the winners keep coming.
Thanks so much, Mr. Bennett.
Cheerio. Bye-bye.